But yeah, God, I know I want to say to y'all today. Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. Girl, you about to get in the cage. Y'all, me and K be fighting all the time. Give me a second. Hey guys, it's your girl Lex, and we're about to have a little chit chat, a little Q&A. Kayor, please lay down. Lay down. We're not gonna do this today. We're gonna be quiet. So if you follow me on Instagram, if not, you should. It's Alexis.Dominique, 2 E's. I'll put it in there somewhere. And I asked a question on my Insta story, like a few days ago, I guess. I posted it twice. And so if you looked at it and if you on my YouTube and you looked at it and you didn't swipe up and ask me a question, do better. Okay. But for those that did ask questions, thank you. So I just put a little story post up and just told people to KK. No, lay down. I put a little story post up and just told people just to swipe up and ask me questions. We're just gonna have a little chit chat on my YouTube. So here I am with 5 questions that were asked of me. That people asked me. Whatever. But yeah, God, I know I want to say to y'all today. Ain't nothing like some cold water. Got that water. Hey, water. Okay. We're gonna run this back. So I have 5 questions that I'm gonna be answering for you guys, and just giving y'all a little piece of the like the fact, giving y'all my opinion on the matters at hand or whatever. So question 1. What are my rules about outfit repeating? So for me, okay, so like in my opinion, it's always more difficult to like rock an outfit as hard as you did the first time, a second time. I'm not saying that we can't do it, but for me, I just feel like once I done already put that outfit out there and I done just rocked it, I done slayed it, I done took my pics, I done did my due diligence, I did the what the name. It's gonna be more difficult to rock it in the same context again. However, it is very much so possible for you to repeat pieces. So like if you have a dope jacket or a fly pair of pants or whatever like that, like rework pieces most definitely, because style is all about like not breaking the bank. Let's just go and clear the air right there. But as far as like re-wearing the same exact outfit, to me, it's just more difficult just to rock it as hard the second time like you did the first. It's possible, but it ain't just gonna hit the same, in my opinion. So, next question is, how do you feel about moving on faith? I know being from Alabama all of your life, just moving is kind of scary. And that's KK, lay down. We're not playing right now. Be quiet. Mom is recording. How do you feel about moving on faith? I know you're from Alabama. Just moving is kind of scary. Let me tell y'all, it is. Walking by faith in general is scary because, when you are operating in your own flesh and in your own ways and your own desires, and you like planning stuff out and following a plan that you have for your life, you already know your next move. Like you done planned out 6 months, 6 years, 6 whatever. You done already planned all that stuff out. However, when you're walking by faith, like really walking by faith, not moving unless God tells you to move, not doing anything unless G-Poo that told you to, it's not easy, and it's a scary thing because you're literally walking into the unknown. It's like literally putting on a blindfold and just walking. That is literally what it is like. However, I don't say that to discourage anybody from doing such, because it's a beautiful thing. Like the reward for your obedience it's life changing. So for me personally, just moving on a, I'm not gonna say on a whim, because this is something God had been placing on my heart for a while. I've always wanted to live in Georgia, like always wanted to live in Georgia. I just feel like Atlanta was gonna be the place for me. Like, I have a big personality, I got big dreams, big goals, big aspirations. So being in Alabama was just gonna keep me in a box. Like, I feel like I already did everything I could do there, because if you don't know, I stayed in Alabama for college. Well, specifically in my hometown, I've been in Tuscaloosa since I was 0, and I left at 22. So for 22 years, I have been in the same city, in the same space, doing the same things, seeing the same people. And to be quite frank, I wasn't ready to leave. That's why I stayed for college. And so once I graduated, once I got that degree, I chunked up the deuces, because it was just that time. And so it was scary. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. However, the reward is so beautiful. I just have been like growing in my spirituality. I just been like being in accordance with like what God really has for me. And that's something I'm not gonna say I couldn't experience in Alabama, but since being here in Georgia, it's pushed me out my comfort zone. I've been here almost 2 months, y'all. It may be 2 months. Let me check the date. What that date is? Okay, we're about to get in trouble. So in 2 days, it'll be 2 months that I've been here, and I'm still not comfortable, y'all. Like, hey, sit down. I'm still not comfortable. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. And that's just the beauty of walking by faith. Like, I literally don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm doing well, I do know what I'm doing later on, but you get the picture. Like, you just really don't know, and that's the beauty of it, because every day you have a new opportunity to wake up and go get it and go do whatever it is that is your heart's desire, as long as it's in the will of God. And so just moving by faith, it comes with consequences. The life you thought you planned to live has sudden corruption. Now your head is spinning like, boo, that's true. It doesn't make any sense. You feel like you can't seem to catch a break, but when you can't catch a break, you're on the brink of something great. Mark my words, I said it. It is what it is, it is what it ain't. So, yeah, it was scary, but it's rewarding. And like, if you are planning on doing anything by faith, come here. Sit down, lay down. If you are planning on doing anything by faith, don't listen or don't seek advice from people who haven't been where you're trying to go. Lay down. Don't seek advice from people who haven't already been where you're trying to go, because they're not going to be able to give you the knowledge, or they're going to like plant seeds in your head that make you feel like what you're doing is crazy, because they haven't done it. So they don't have the vision and the insight on the inside of them that God has already given you. Like, you know, we tend to go to other people to seek advice. We should be going to seek it from God too. I feel this is a word for somebody. Like, it just came out of nowhere. I didn't know I was going to say this, but we seek advice from people that we should really be seeking from God. Like, you know, if he has given you this idea, if he has told you to move to Minnesota or Indianapolis, wherever, and you're going to all these different people, like, you think I should go? Like, what do you think about this? Like, yeah, it's good to seek wise counsel. However, make sure you're like intentional on who you're seeking that counsel from, because everybody doesn't have the same vision, and some people are literally on this earth to kill, steal, and destroy. Like that man down there, I don't even want to say his name, but boo, he behind me, he's under my feet, anyway. But just make sure that if you do plan on moving on faith, or you have those aspirations, be intentional about who you seek counsel from. But before you even go seek counsel from anybody, seek it from God first, because he's going to always tell you exactly where he needs you. He will never lead you where he doesn't need you. Write that also down. Tell folks that I done said it. Make that plan, because boo-boo is the truth. He will not lead you where he doesn't need you. Like, that's proven facts. So if he's leading to you to a place and you're feeling weary and scared, it's okay. It's okay to be scared, because in your weakness, that's when he's made the strongest. So that's my little tidbit. Thanks for listening to that talk, that TED talk. But on to the next question. So, what was the hardest part about moving away from home? The hardest part? Oh, this is my little baby. The hardest part of moving away from home would definitely be like stepping out of my comfort zone, because like I said, back in Alabama, I was comfortable. I could go wherever I needed to go without using the GPS. Woo, here, baby, if I'm going to the city, if I'm going to, there's a lot of places I'm still learning my way. Like, I'm using my GPS. Like, GPS probably in my top tier suggested apps because, well, maps. Because I be swiping down, typing in maps and boo-boo. Because I be needing to know where I'm trying to go. But I'm learning my way. It's getting better. But the hardest part would definitely be, like, just not being comfortable. Like, I knew when I got here, I didn't know what was going to be next. And that's never been, like, the kind of person I am. Like, I knew, like, you know, when I was in high school and I'm getting ready to graduate, okay, I was going to college. And then in college, I kind of had, like, goals that I wanted to achieve each and every, like, year. So my junior year, my freshman year, I had a goal for my sophomore year, junior, like, things like that. And so, like, once I got to the finish line of my collegiate career, all I knew was that I was moving to Georgia. Like, that's it. I didn't have a job lined up. I wasn't, I'm not gonna say I wasn't fortunate, because God don't make no mistake. So he obviously didn't need for me to have a job when I first got here. But I didn't have a job lined up. I just was uncomfortable, y'all. Like, I've never just been in a space where I have been sitting and twiddling my doggone thumbs for so long. But when I first got here, the only scripture that I promise y'all, I would see it everywhere, or I would hear it on like multiple sermons that I would listen to, or would just hear somebody randomly say it, like, would be still and know that I am God. I heard that so many times, and so that just gave me comfort in knowing that, yeah, you may be uncomfortable, but just be still and let the man do his thing. So that's what I've been doing. So that was like really the hardest thing, like just being uncomfortable, not really like having anybody to, well, I have people here, but like back home, I had friends, like, I had a lot of people, like I had family, I had friends, I had line sisters, I just had people. But here it's just like, I got a few family members, a few friends, but I just don't have a lot of people like I'm accustomed to. So it's just like really me taking the time to just get to know who Alexis is, and like, they're doing my thug pencil, So the next one is, who or what is your biggest fashion inspo? To be honest, y'all, like, I really don't know. Like, I just be dressing. And a lot of people ask me, like, why didn't you major something like dealing with fashion when you were in college? And to be honest, like, I've always liked to dress, okay? Like, that's just been like a part of me, since I was younger. It gotta be in you, not on you, and it's facts, period. But I never really like, just be like, oh my gosh, I love how she dresses, or I love how he dresses, let me emulate that style, or anything like that. I will honestly say my biggest fashion inspo would just, it really is y'all, to be honest. Like, I be seeing how different people rework stuff, or like how people, I don't know, like, I would just see how people, like, put together their different ideas and like bring it to life. And for me, it's like, dang, like, I wouldn't even thought about that. So let me think outside the box. So that's really like, I get inspo from seeing how different people go outside the box with their fashion sense. So it's like, let me try to go outside the box too. And so I ain't gonna necessarily say I be copying anybody, because I don't. I got my own steez, I got my own swag, I do what I do by myself and on my own. But I do have a couple Instagram followers who, when I tell y'all, they be dressing, like dressing, and they be pushing me to go harder. Like, be like, dang, like, I gotta come with the heat. Like, cause they be dressing, let me be dressing too. So, I guess, I mean, just me seeing how different people create different looks to express themselves, because you really can tell a lot about somebody, in my opinion, by the way they dress. You can tell a lot about their confidence. You can tell a lot about like their personality just in their clothes. And so that's something I try to like portray to other people too. Like, I want them to be able to see my personality, my confidence, my inner self through the way I dress. Like, and I have many different styles, in my opinion. I could be super girly. I can be like girly tomboyish. I can be very professional. I can be like swagged out with the J's on my feet, so get like me. And I can do it all. Like, and I think that's the beauty of it, because that's really who I am. Like, you know, I don't ever want to put myself in a box. So it's like me being able to dress all these kind of ways really shows who I am, because I'm a very multifaceted person, and as people don't realize it. I mean, people really have, let me just do this little disclaimer. It's been brought to my attention that many people think that, like, by looking at my social media or just seeing me, like, that I'm this kind of person who's rude, bougie, stuck up, whatever the case may be. But the people that really know me, the people that like get a chance to experience me for real, know that your girl is crazy. Like, I say whatever come to my head. It don't make me no never mind. I'm gonna talk my talk. I'm gonna walk my walk, and I'm gonna do the stuff. I'm gonna say whatever I feel like needs to be said. And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna probably be funny. It's probably gonna be crazy. It's probably be like, girl, where did it even come from? Like, and that's just me. Like, I don't know. I'm not who y'all think I am. I think that's what I was meaning to say. That's what I was getting at. I'm not who y'all think I am. I'm probably the complete opposite, to be honest. Like, yeah. So, last question is, what are your opinions about gender roles? And so, for me, I'm very independent. And so, I'm the kind of female who, I'm not gonna ask a man to do anything for me, like, and I'm not going to expect him to do anything for me. So if a guy pursuing me and we're like talking or whatever, I don't already have this preconceived notion that he needs to be doing X, Y, and Z for me because he a man. Like, if you do it, cool, bonus points for you, my God. But if you don't, whatever, like, I'm a boss, I'm gonna do what I say so. Like, period, poo. Like, I don't need anybody to just, you know, fly me out or ice me out or buy me the newest Birkin or the Chanel. I don't need that. Like, if you do it, thank you, boo. I really appreciate it. But I don't expect guys to do and go out of their way to do. Like, you know, in this day and age, it's just like, to me, people really, like, a lot of females feel like, oh, a man gotta do all these things for me for him to even like consider me. And yeah, it is certain levels to this. Like, you should be doing certain things to just prove your, you know, worth, I guess, prove that you are eligible. I don't mean to sound like bougie or anything like that, y'all. Like, so I'm really trying to make sure I word this correctly. It is certain things I think guys need to do, like, you know, just being a gentleman for one, first and foremost, coming correct, like, you know, not just expecting the do, like, you know, having some kind of substance. But as far as like doing for me, like, I don't expect that. So with gender roles, like, just play your part and I'm gonna play mine, like, and we gonna see how we work together to be better as a unit and as a union and things like that. Because yeah, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling at this point, because this is like a tricky question to me, because I do in certain levels, in certain aspects, think guys should do for their women. However, I don't just think women should be so expectant of things. Like, you should not expect for this guy to get your nails done, do this, do that, do. Cause like, if you were not with him, when you be paying for it yourself, like, it's just like, if he does it, that's cool, but don't expect anything. And it's just like this, period. Like, I tell people this all the time. Don't ever put your expectations high in somebody, because that is when you're going to get let down. You should never have an expectation of somebody, and man, and I'm not just saying man like a male, but a man being like human. You should never have your expectations so high in a human that when they let you down, it's like your world comes crashing down, because you should never have your expectations that high in them anyway. Like, people make mistakes, people fall short, and so if you have your expectations so high in a person, expecting them just, you know, gotta do all X, like baby girl, baby boy, like, you need to redirect your focus and put your expectation on the man is giving them the strength to even do for you. And that's just real. Like, it is what it is and it is what it ain't. Like, that's just real. So for me, I definitely think that like a guy should be a leader, he should be a provider, you know, but we shouldn't expect husband and a boyfriend. I think that's what I'm trying to get to, because when you get to husband level, like, when you got that ring on your finger, like, it's completely different. Like, yeah, baby, you know, you might need to pay for my nails, you pay for my toes, I want that I want, you know, it's different. But when you're just courting, when you're just like in a relationship, you can't expect all these things. But if they do for you, that is wonderful. I'm not knocking nobody that does. But you just should not expect for someone to always, like, do what you could also do for yourself, if you feel where I'm coming from. Maybe that's just me, because of how I was brought up. Like, I'm not gonna wait for nobody to do for me when I know I can go do for myself. I can put a pin in it right there, because that's just that. Like, if I can get off my tail, go to work, make some money, and then go spend it how I want to, why am I going to wait on a man to do it for me? Like, that's crazy in my opinion. I honestly think that's crazy. That's honestly nuts. So, but that's just me. Like, you know, everybody don't think like me. Y'all ask my opinion, so I'm just giving y'all my opinion. But thanks for watching my video. You know, I really appreciate y'all watching. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell on, tell a friend, 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 tell a friend. It is time for the Lace Fit. I will post some more content really soon, because I've got some inquiries about this hairstyle. And so I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit on that. It's actually a wig that I reworked. And so I plan on recording a how-to video. This is called my Hot Girl Pony. And yeah, like, and I know y'all probably wondering, like, why you got these clothes right here? These are actually for sale. So if you see anything that catches your eye, or if you follow me on Instagram, and again, that's at Alexis.Dominique, 2 E's. I have a little highlight on my page that says drip for sale. The what's left is left on there. Let me know. It's still for sale. I still got it. I'm just chilling, you know, as you can see. So let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Tell a friend, time for the Lex Effect. And yeah, that's gonna be that on that, y'all. Come here, mama. Give me hugs. Give me hugs. Thank you, baby. Give me a hug. Bye, y'all. Tell them bye, KK. Stop. Tell them bye, mama. This is my baby, y'all.